నీలోఫర్లో వీణా-వాణిని పరిశీలించాక వారి వైద్యం గురించి నిమ్స్ వైద్యులు మీడియాతో మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. లైవ్ ద్వారా చూద్దాం.
Either in form of neurological deficit or any other morbidity. So it is our moral responsibility that we have advised that the first thing should be a proper evaluation in terms of neuroimaging, and then we will plan the course of procedures after that. Anything else? Any comments from you on that?
I think Dr. Suri has told everything. The main thing is that because both the kids are probably sharing the venous anatomy, that both the vessels of the brain, they are likely to be common. But before we can say anything further, we need to reevaluate all the imaging, probably redo all the imaging at All India Institute of Medical Sciences. Only then we can say that how safe we can separate the kids with no deficits. Our primary aim is that there should not be any deficits in these two beautiful girls. They should come out healthy kids. So no comments right now whether the surgery is possible unless we do all the clinical as well as the detailed radiological investigation at our center. Any questions?
Thank you, Manish. Any comments from your side? As far as the plastic surgery?
As far as the plastic surgery aspect is concerned, once the neurosurgeons feel that the children can be separated, then the second issue will be that how will their skin be covered and how the deficient tissues will be covered. So I think those questions can be answered only once they decide that after the investigation only can be commented upon that.
Sir, AIIMS doctors can do this surgery because all of sudden he came. Previously, some London doctors and Singapore doctors came. Nobody Indian doctors came for surgery.
We were not called, madam. We are working. I am working at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences last 25 years. Dr. Manmohan has been there for the last around 20 years, and we are very experienced vascular, skull-based as well as endoscopic surgeons. And these are not just separation of the two brains on two children. And we have to identify whether is there any fusion between the brains. Are they sharing a common dura that is covering around the brain? And most important, in such areas in the middle of the head, there is a venous drainage known as some sinuses. Are they sharing, like Mr. Manmohan already told, Mr. Singh already told, that there can be some drainage from one child into the other. And we have seen the previous angiogram report, which was done probably around about 7 years ago, and which actually shows that one child blood is draining into the other child's brain. In that situation, that was done with Reach Candy. That is the reason why I personally feel that if that is the situation, now the children have grown to that extent. How much is and plus one child has also developed some blood pressure problem, some hypertension. In that situation, would it be safe to separate? I think even if we can say my commitment and our team of commitment is not a surgical separation, but to tell that whether with proper evaluation, whether can it be done without risk or not. Number one, if it can be done, that is a second venture that will apply. But if there's a very high risk separating, or maybe you may lose one child or maybe create some deficits, I personally think that will require a lot of concerns and discussion with a lot of teams as well as the family. Are we ready to go into that? And at present, I don't think all of us team, our main thing that whatever we do should without any complications or with minimal complications.
It means because you need some investigation.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
After that, you cannot do only.
Yeah. After that, we will decide and plan whether we need to go ahead without or minimal with complications.
In India, the surgery is possible.
We are
Yes,
it is more than possible. Yes.
So it is not just a separation. Sorry, please.
హెల్త్ మినిస్టర్ గారు మాకు అడుగుతున్నారనమాట ఇక్కడ మన దేశంలో.
So it is just not the physical separation, because if the kids are sharing the blood supply, so we need to take care of that. So if the separation is risky, because both the kids, one blood supply from the one child is going to the other child or vice versa, then it definitely becomes a very big challenge for any vascular neurosurgeon on this